Welcome to From Beneath the Hollywood Sign. If you love old movies, Hollywood history, or the golden age of filmmaking, this is the podcast for you. Hosted by writer-producer Steve Cubine and actress-writer Nan McNamara. And now, Steve and Nan.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another preview of From Beneath the Hollywood Sign, the podcast. We're excited to be here with you, and we've got a great episode coming up. But I just have a quick question, and it's for you, Nan.
Yes.
What is your favorite Marlon Brando movie? And we'll get into. I'll tell you why in a minute.
Gosh, there are so many. The first one that pops into my head is Streetcar Named Desire,
Of course.
with, of course, the amazing Vivian Leigh. But I also think of On the Waterfront, and the other one that just popped into my head is from later in his career, Apocalypse Now.
Oh, interesting. That's so interesting. Well, I asked that because, this week we're taking a look at famous siblings. A lot of people don't realize that, Marlon Brando had an equally talented older sister named Jocelyn.
And I had no idea of this until reading your blog. So this is great that we're talking about this right now.
Well, it's funny because, Marlon Brando was such a revered actor, and he was such a cultural icon in Hollywood that, it must have been tough for Jocelyn living in those shadows. But she did manage to carve out a very respectable career of her own. I mean, she appeared on Broadway. She was in the original production of Mr. Roberts in 1948. And she also was in a lot of really good movies and great supporting roles. For me, if you've never seen a Jocelyn Brando movie, the one to see is, without a doubt, The Big Heat, which is one of the seminal film noirs of the era. She plays Glenn Ford's ill-fated wife. And it's funny because she's not in the movie very long, but because of her charm and her exuberance, it stays with you and eats you up throughout the entire movie. And you completely get Glenn Ford's rage for revenge as he tries to battle a corrupt government and a corrupt police force and a corrupt mob in this small town. It's an incredible performance by her.
It really is interesting to know that they were siblings. They were close as far as everything that we know. And why one star rose higher than the other is 'twas ever thus, right?
Yeah, it's just I don't know, it's luck, it's a lot of things, but they, and you mentioned it, they were extremely close, and he helped her a lot. He put her in a lot of his movies, and in fact, when Marlon Brando passed away, she was there with him holding his hand. So,
and she died not too much longer, not too much after he passed away.
Yeah, they had an incredible bond. And so it's going to be really fun to delve into some of these other siblings. So we've got some great ones lined up for you. So I hope you'll check it out.
And as we touch on in the podcast, it's amazing how many siblings there are,
Yes.
Some of whom are close and some of whom are not so much.
There's always a Joan and Olivia.
That's right. When we talk about them a little bit too. Our podcast drops wherever you listen to your podcasts.
We hope you'll check us out.